So anyway, we're doing that trellis stitch. Now while you're going up on the mountain side, you have to hold the thread down. So you hold the thread down, and this is just like the cable stitch, just like the outline stitch. You hold the thread down, and what you do is you're placing the needle just a little bit above the last stitch that you did. So you're going up into the row, and you're using the previous stitch as a guide. So you hold the thread down, gauge your needle, and you're sticking it into the next row all the time, the next row, the next row. And you want a nice even slope. So it's like climbing a mountain. We're climbing up a mountainside. You hold it down and you stick it right at the top. So we got about 5 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 6 stitches. Now when you reach to the top, that's when you start to hold the thread up. So when you're climbing up the mountainside, you have to hold the thread down, and when you're going back down the mountainside, you have to hold the thread up in the air, away from the needle. And then you just place the needle just a bit below the last one. You want a nice even slope. So you want to have about the same amount of stitches as you have on the other side on this side. So we have 5 stitches up, 1 stitch at the top, we're going down the mountainside. Don't want to pull too tight on these stitches because you don't want the fabric to show. So we're going down the mountainside. We're going down the mountainside. And when you reach back down now, you hold the thread down. You hold the thread down. So now I've capped off. So I have 5 stitches going up, then 1 at the top where I change direction, and then 5 stitches going down, then 1 at the bottom where I'm changing direction. So when I'm changing my direction, I have to switch the threads. And this one allows the fabric to stretch too. All these other ones allow the fabric to stretch except for the cable stitch and the outline stitch. They don't really allow too much movement. So that's why we use them at the base of the cloth. So now I'm down again, and I want to climb up my mountainside. So I'm holding my thread down when I'm climbing up my mountainside. Climb up my mountainside. You want to keep them looking a little bit neat when you climb up your mountainside. But when you reach up your mountainside, that's when you have to hold the thread back up now. So now you're holding your thread up, and you're coming back down on the mountainside. So you're like a mountain climber, and you're trying to climb up and down, but you have to hold your thread up and down. So you hold it down. You hold the thread down when you're going up the mountainside. And when you're coming back down the mountainside, you have to hold the thread up again. I'm saying that over and over because I want you to understand what I'm saying. So it's always the stitches are going in the next fold and the next fold and the next fold. You don't work them on the same fold like the previous ones. And now I'm almost back down. So I'm going to hold my thread down to cap off my mountain. Ta-da! So I have my mountain, my peaks, and you can do this coming like the opposite way too to make diamonds if you want, or you can even double them up with different colors. You can double them up like this with different colors. So this one will be red maybe, and that one will be yellow, maybe that one will be green on the bottom, making an ice green and gold pattern. You never know, just giving you ideas. Anyway, so that's all the stitches I want to teach you. So you're going to have your outline stitch, your cable stitch, your diamond stitch, your honeycomb stitch, and your trellis stitch. And those are the stitches you're going to learn, and you have to come up with your own design pattern or idea to make your dress interesting. So you can mix and match them however you like.